Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at some sets from the 2015 range of LEGO Star Wars products, and we're going to kick things off with a set from Star Wars Rebels. Now this particular set is one that I was really looking forward to getting my hands on, and I must admit it's mainly because of one of the minifigures that's included. I'll discuss that in a little bit more detail in just a bit, but let me tell you, the rest of this set is fantastic as well, and it's definitely one that I recommend picking up. It's none other than this set number 75090, Ezra's Speeder bike. Now once again, this is from Star Wars Rebels, and this particular set is based on numerous scenes from the Star Wars Rebels series. We do see speeder bikes such as this one in action throughout the series, and you know, it's not really based on any particular scene or whatever, but it's a cool set nonetheless. It comes with some really cool pieces, and I can't wait to talk about this one in more detail. As you can see, this is the box that it comes in, and we have some phenomenal artwork on the front. As you can see, this particular set does feature two speeder bikes. It comes with the speeder that Ezra has seemingly customised, and it comes with an Imperial Speeder bike in hot pursuit as well. Now in terms of the minifigures that are included, we do get Ezra Bridger himself, as well as the Imperial Stormtrooper, who is chasing him down on the box front there. And we also get the brand new and very cool Sabine Wren. Now, as I said, this is, for me personally, my main motivation for picking up this set. So far, Sabine is the only member of the Ghost crew from Star Wars Rebels who hasn't been made in minifigure form. We saw the two sort of preview sets at the beginning of last year from Star Wars Rebels in the Ghost and the Phantom, and Sabine wasn't in either of those sets, so it's definitely about time that she was included, and I'm really happy that she's finally made her way into our minifigure collections. So that's the front of the box. On the back we get a rundown of some of the features that the set comes with, as well as some other very cool graphics featuring some of those characters. Now this particular set does retail for $19.99, and for that price we do get 253 pieces, so it's a nice substantial build, and as always with LEGO, the final product is fantastic. So let's take a look at this set in more detail. Now we're going to kick things off with the minifigures as always, and we'll begin by taking a look at this one. This is of course Sabine Wren herself, and let me tell you, I am really impressed with this figure. Absolutely love this one, and I'm really happy that we finally have her in our collections. Now there is only one drawback to this particular figure, and that's the fact that she doesn't come with the Mandalorian helmet that she so often wears throughout the Star Wars Rebels series. I have it on good knowledge that a helmeted version of Sabine is on the way, and I believe she will be included with the TIE Fighter transport or something like that. It's quite ironic really, because this particular figure of Sabine doesn't come with a helmet, whereas Agent Kallus from the ATDP set does come with a helmet. Now in the TIE Fighter transport vehicle set, Kallus will come with no helmet, and Sabine will come with a helmet. So the roles have been sort of switched in terms of those two figures, so that's something to look out for sure. That's not to say that this particular figure isn't any good though, because let me tell you, I love it. Really impressed with this one. As you can see, she does come with two brand new blaster pistols, which are obviously meant to replicate those Mandalorian blasters that she uses in the show. She has her very cool multicoloured highlighted hairpiece as well, which I believe is a brand new piece, and she does have a double print on the head. As you can see on the front, she's quite confident, giving a smirk there, and if we flip the hair around on the other side, she's ready for a battle with the Empire for sure. Now, on the front of the figure we have some more fantastic printing. We have that Mandalorian armour, which has been customised with the Rebel Alliance symbol, and we also have the knee plates and holsters painted on the legs. So a really cool figure all around. Really happy to have this one in my collection, and at some point in the near future I'll have to take a snap of all the crew of the Ghost in minifigure form. I'll be sure to share that on Instagram for you guys. So there's Sabine. Next we do indeed have the Jedi prodigy himself, Ezra Bridger. Now this particular minifigure of Ezra is practically the same as the one that was featured in the Phantom set from last year. The only difference between this figure and the initial release is the fact that this particular figure of Ezra comes with his new lightsaber and also a wrench to fix his speeder bike. Now you may be looking at that lightsaber and thinking, what the hell is going on there? Why is a lightsaber blade being emitted from a pair of binoculars? Well, if you've seen the Star Wars Rebels animated series, then you'll know that Ezra's lightsaber is a very unique design, and he's customised it to the point where he can use it as both a lightsaber and a blaster pistol. So LEGO have tried to capture that with Ezra's lightsaber in this set. Now personally, I actually like how LEGO have put this one together. As I said at the beginning, these are just a pair of binoculars with a lightsaber blade attached, which in my opinion really works. There was no real reason, in my opinion at least, to sculpt a brand new piece for Ezra's saber. No doubt they probably will somewhere down the line, but I actually think that this, quite simplistic and quite minimal attempt at recreating Ezra's lightsaber really works well, and it serves the purpose. Looks really, really cool. Obviously, as far as the rest of the figure goes, he's nothing we haven't seen already from the Ezra figure included in the Phantom. He's got the pouches and knee plates printed on the legs. He's got the jacket there on the torso, complete with the emblem on the back. And like with Sabine, Ezra does feature a double printed head as well, on one side giving a confident smirk, and on the other side looking like he's really not understanding the Jedi training that Kanan's trying to give him. So a really cool minifigure, and if you missed out on the initial Ezra minifigure, this is a great opportunity to add him to your collections. Now the third and final minifigure in this set is of course a bit of cannon fodder, and that is the Imperial Stormtrooper. Once again, this particular Stormtrooper does feature the Star Wars Rebels animated style in terms of his deco, so it does differ somewhat to the movie realistic Stormtrooper minifigures. As you can see, there's quite a lot of detail in the torso printing. Got the utility belt, the chest plate, got the knee pads on the legs, and the back plate and the thermal detonator as well. The helmet has a very unique look to it as well, and if we remove that helmet, underneath we have the generic Clone Trooper head. Now in terms of accessories, in addition to the removable helmet, as you can see, the Stormtrooper does feature a blaster rifle as well, and he can be seated on top of the speeder bike, so I'll show you that in just a little bit. But those are the minifigs included. Once again, the Imperial Stormtrooper, Ezra Bridger, and the very cool Sabine Wren. So a great lineup of minifigures, and definitely worthy of purchasing this set just for these guys alone. So that's going to do it for the minifigures. Now let's jump into the set itself by taking a look at the speeder bikes that we get. Now we'll begin by taking a look at Ezra's speeder bike, as this is definitely the most unique of the two. Obviously Ezra has taken a speeder bike belonging to the Imperials and customised it to his own needs and specifications. As you can see, this particular speeder does feature a very green colour scheme, which looks cool, but green was never really my favourite colour. We do have a few stickers to apply on this one. We have the Rebel Alliance symbol at the back there, which looks very cool, and we also have a bit of detailing on this front panel. Now at the back there's a bit of technical panelling or detail in there to apply in sticker form as well. And as you can see, on top of the speeder bike we have Ezra himself. Now these particular speeder bikes are a little bit light in terms of features, but they do come with a couple, and the first is the fact that the front panel of the speeder bike does extend. So as you can see, we get a much longer design to this one with the addition of that extending front. We also have some firing projectiles on either side. As you can see, those come in the form of the stud firing blasters that we saw with some of the battle pack sets from last year. Just flick the trigger on the side and the studs will fire like so. And we also have some clear pieces attached to the bottom which allow the sort of levitating or hovering effect for the speeder bike. We also have some adjustable speed flaps at the front, so you can position them how you wish. And overall this is a really cool looking design. What I really like about these speeder bikes in this set is the fact that they definitely blur the line between the original and prequel trilogies. These particular speeders do have elements of the original trilogy speeder bikes that we saw in Return of the Jedi, but they also have some of the elements featured in the Bark speeders and some of the speeder bikes seen in the prequels. So it's a nice bridging of the gap, as it were, between the prequel era and the original trilogy era. So before we wrap up this look at Ezra's speeder bike, let's just zoom in on it and give you a look at some of those details a bit close up. Got this really cool disc aspect at the front as well. It's a cool design element there. Got the handlebars, which sadly Ezra can't hold on to, but he does sit nice and tightly in place, so that's never a bad thing. Again, that Rebel logo at the side there looks really, really cool. And the rest of the speeder is nicely designed as well. So that's going to do it for Ezra's speeder. Zoom out and let's take a look at the Imperial speeder bike. Now, as you can see, the Imperial speeder bike is the exact same design as Ezra's. Obviously, Ezra has just taken one of these babies and spray painted it up a little bit, giving it a new deco and made it his own. Since these do feature the same design, they also have the same gimmicks and play features. As you just saw there, we've got the extendable front panel, which pops off. These do have the tendency to get stuck a little bit, so that will happen. But there we go. That was just me being a little bit butterfingered. So you have the extendable panel at the front, again with the speed flaps. We also have the firing projectiles on either side, which once again, press the trigger and those will fire. Have those clear pieces on the bottom again. And as well, a seating area for the Stormtrooper. Now, one thing to point out is the fact that this is a Lego set, so a little bit of artistic license has to be taken, but these speeder bikes are a little bit out of scale to the minifigures. Now, obviously, in the series, and if these were ever produced in action figure form, the Stormtrooper and Ezra Bridger would sit on the speeder bike and their legs would, dangle down at the side and probably be clipped to some pedals or something like that. Whereas with these particular sets, the figures just kind of sit there, which doesn't look bad, it doesn't look silly or anything like that, but it just shows you that difference in scale between the actual set and the minifigures included. So I thought that was worth pointing out. No real details or decals on these. We do have a couple of stickers to apply. Once again, that technical detailing at the back. We have a panel there at the front which needs to be applied as well. But other than that, there's no real detail going on this one. This is a lot more minimal in terms of its design and colour scheme, but obviously that reflects the cold-hearted nature of the Galactic Empire. So again, before we wrap up this look at the Imperial speeder bike, let's just zoom in on this guy, give you a closer look. Again, the Stormtrooper sadly can't reach the handlebars, but I think that's the least of the Stormtrooper's worries, considering that when he fires he can't even hit anything. So holding on to some handlebars, doesn't really matter all that much. Again, design of the speeder bike, really, really nice. Love these a lot. And once you've got them both side by side, they really do create some really cool scenes, and you can reenact some of those battles from Star Wars Rebels with these two sets. So definitely a set that I would recommend picking up. Again, for $19.99 we get 2 fantastic speeder bikes and 3 really cool minifigures as well. Again, for me personally, the real reason behind picking up this set was for the Sabine Wren minifigure, But if you want to hold off and wait for the fully helmeted version of Sabine to hit, then pick up the TIE Fighter transport that's coming out in winter, I believe. Maybe summer, actually. Maybe mistaken on that, not sure. But a cool set nonetheless, definitely one that I recommend picking up. And I hope you've enjoyed having a look at it in this review. So once again, that's Ezra's Speeder bike, set number 75090 from the LEGO Star Wars 2015 product range. Highly recommended set, and as always, if you want to pick this one up for yourself, there's a link down below in the video description where you can purchase this from the official LEGO shop. So thank you for watching this review, guys, and I'll be back with many more very soon. Until then, as always, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.